I couldn't breathe as I listened to her words. "Grayson's adopted," she said. My world tilted on its axis. Everything I thought I knew was a lie. But that wasn't the twist. The truth was far darker than that. Grayson stood frozen beside me, his face pale as his mother spoke the words. I couldn't even look at him. How could she not have told him? How could she have kept this from him all these years? And what did it mean for the future we had hoped for? She pulled out the envelope with shaky hands. Inside was a report, and her hands trembled as she handed it to Grayson. The name on the paper, Mason Mercer, it felt like a blow to the gut. The room felt suffocating. Grayson read the report, his eyes darting back and forth, disbelief written all over his face. It couldn't be true, but the evidence was staring him right in the face. His real father was Mason Mercer. I watched Grayson's face twist in confusion, anger, and heartbreak. How could this be? He asked, his voice thick with emotion. But the pain in his eyes, he couldn't deny it. His whole life had been a lie. And now, Mason Mercer's shadow loomed over everything. I reached out to him, but he pulled away, as if he couldn't bear the truth anymore. His past had just shattered everything we were building. We left Grayson's mother's house, but the weight of the report stayed with us. But just as we stepped outside, I froze. Across the street, I saw Mason Mercer, watching, his eyes locked with Grayson's, cold and calculating. He knew Grayson had learned the truth. I didn't know whether to run or confront him. But Grayson's face, it was a mixture of shock, rage, and disbelief. He knew what Mason wanted. And it was too late to walk away now. Grayson stood there, frozen in place, as Mason's gaze never wavered. It was like Mason was daring him to make a move. The tension in the air felt thick, suffocating. I could feel Grayson's hand tightening around mine, his anger and confusion boiling over. Mason wasn't just his father. He was a threat. And I had no idea what Mason would do next. Mason stood across the street, his eyes locked with Grayson's. And in that moment, I realized that nothing would ever be the same again.
Want to know what happens next? Follow and subscribe to Echo Stories for more thrilling episodes of The Contract Heir.